How can I have a godly family? This is part 7 in the series. Today we're looking at eating the word together regularly. You know, I love bread. I really do. All kinds of bread. I just had some mealie meal bread. That was lovely. You know, but the dilemma with earthly bread is that it makes you bloated. It makes you fat. So you can only have so much of it. But heavenly bread, which is the word of the Lord, doesn't make you fat. It makes you buffed. It makes you spiritually strong. It gives you muscles in the spirit. The word of the Lord, he says, is living and sharper, like sharper than a two-edged sword. And it brings life to you. It gives you revelation. It corrects you. It cuts through the heart. And it teaches you about the Lord and his ways. Now, you know, when Jesus actually spoke to Satan, he said, look, man won't live just by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. He was pointing to the fact that we need this word daily to survive, to be nourished, just as we need our earthly bread. And you know, if you are fed on this regularly, you'll have something to share with your family. So if you are blessed by the word, you can share it. And sharing the word with your family is not taking a rod and hitting them with it and preaching and telling them what to do and what they shouldn't do and scaring them with God. That's not the idea. It is taking the word and asking the Lord for revelation about Christ and his finished work and his love, and about discipleship and following him, and how we can surrender our lives and how we can love him back and love others. Teaching from the word, our identity in Christ, all those things. If you can start to ask the Lord to teach you, and you can teach your family. And if you do that regularly, now some people like to do it habitually. They have a fixed date and time. Some people do it right before bedtime. I'm not so good at all of those habits, but I do it as often as I can, whether it's in the car or around the dinner table or just before bed. But I don't have a fixed habit, but I try to share the word. And if it's followed by a life where you don't have a perfect life, but your life is surrendered to the Lord, then that will also bear results, and it will speak very loudly. You know, there's a nice verse that the Lord uses here in Deuteronomy 6, verse 6 to 7. He's just shared the law with them, Mosaic law. And then he says, and you must commit yourselves wholeheartedly to these commands that I'm giving you today. Repeat them again and again to your children. Talk about them when you are at home or when you're on the road, or when you're going to bed, or when you are getting up. It's like what I'm doing like I said. So do that, Deuteronomy 6, verse 6 and 7. Great stuff. Take a look at the social media channels that we've got for lots of free videos and some more articles, or go to www.mattersofthesoul.org. My name is Erich Schoeman. This was Matters of the Soul.